I have a contemporary brand bag in here to unbox. It is from Parisa Wang. So I already unboxed it earlier. This is more like a reveal because of my filming schedule. It came in a larger brown box and this is the Parisa Wang box here. Let's open it up. So it says Parisa Wang New York on there. That is the dust bag that it comes in. So it's a canvasy dust bag and it also has a label that says Parisa Wang New York over there. This dust bag has a couple of top handles so you can use it as a tote, and it's got some drawstrings so you can stitch it in as well. Okay, you ready? I love this bag. I'm just going to say that. Here she is. Da, 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 da. How beautiful. So this is the Parisa Wang Unlocked Pillow bag. Just have a look. So that's what she looks like in front, on the side, on the back. There's a Parisa Wang logo over there, and there is a long back pocket as well that's magnetized. On the other side, there are no feet. On top, that's what it looks like. There are 4 grommets. So it's white nappa leather that comes with gold hardware. That's what the chain looks like. So it is a gold chain, and there's a single leather panel over here. You can wear the bag with the straps doubled up, or as a single long shoulder strap like so. Closer look at the logo, which is on the back of the bag. So that's PW in a square. And then on the front, so here's what it looks like up close. This is made of nappa leather and it's got these quilts in a herringbone pattern, sort of like the Kurt Geiger Kensington bags, or even the Burberry Capuchon bag has a similar type of quilting. There's this ring up front, and if you look closely, it does say Parisa Wang. This lock in front is ornamental. To open the bag, there is a push button at the bottom. Push that to lift the flap. On the inside, that's what it looks like. So it says Parisa Wang New York over there. There is one big compartment, one slip pocket over here, and a zippered pocket over here. I haven't taken the wrappings off yet, and I'll tell you why in a moment. And on this clasp here, it does say Parisa Wang. So here's the tag, and it says Parisa Wang 100% calf leather cream quilt, designed in New York City and made in China. I'd like to say hello if you're new to my channel. My name is Dani and I love talking about handbags. I love luxury handbags, I love contemporary bags, I love unbranded bags, I just love beautiful handbags. So if you like that kind of content, please subscribe and turn on notifications so that you'll be informed every time a video is published. In terms of quality, upon general inspection, I will say that the first impression is that the bag is made really well. It smells really nice, and the leather feels really soft and smooth, and this hardware feels really substantial. Upon closer inspection, now I'm being nitpicky here because I think that a lot of us are interested in contemporary brands, especially given all the price increases of the premium luxury houses. Given the market for contemporary brands, there are so many brands to pick from, and again, not a lot of information out there yet because some of these brands are very new. So this is why I would like to be as nitpicky as possible so that you guys watching the video who are probably interested in this bag have an idea. So there is a very, very tiny chip in the paint over here. It is really, really tiny. Don't even know, just right there. Can you see? So it's very, very tiny. And in terms of the stitching, I will say that the stitching on the quilting looks really well. But with the seams, there are some stitches that are a bit more stretched than others, and I'm not an expert at stitching, and I don't know whether this is a big deal, but I can just generally see that, say, these stitches over here, they look a little bit more stretched compared to, like, say, the stitches on the rest of the bag. And that's similar for the other side as well. So if you look at these stitches just in this corner over there, they just look just that bit stretched, and I don't know if it's a big deal, but I'm just pointing it out just in case some of you may mind. In terms of other quality issues, so I guess you can call this a quality issue as well, and this is why the tags and the wrapping on this bag, I've still kept them on. So the measurements of this bag on the website are highly, highly inaccurate. Oh, this is so interesting. So the dimensions on the website is now listed correctly. So the height of 6 inches, the length of 9.5, and the depth of 3 inches. And I've gone ahead and measured that with my measuring tape just then, and these dimensions are now correct. However, when I purchased it, these were grossly inaccurate. So when I first purchased the bag, the height listed was 13 inches And 13 inches is this length, 13 inches, and have a look at the discrepancy. So that's 13 inches. But you know, I get that sometimes the height and the length are mixed up. So if we think they made a mistake and they just swapped the height and length, 13 inches is that long. So the bag is that short from what is listed on the website. In terms of the length, or I guess the height, they said that was going to be 11.5 inches. So that's 11.5 inches. And you know, that's 11.5 inches. So the bag is that much short. And then the depth was listed as 4.5 inches. So that's 4.5 inches. So that is the measurement error, right? So when I received the bag, I checked the measurements and I saw how grossly off they were. I did contact Parisa Wang customer service, and that was 10 days ago. And although they acknowledged that they got my email, the customer service response was that they were going to send it to their team, and thank you for my patience. So a few days ago when I checked back, the measurements were still wrong. Today, now that I see that the measurements have been corrected and I haven't been contacted by Parisa Wang customer services yet to come up with a solution for this error, I am somewhat disappointed, I will say. And while I'm here, I might as well give you the correct measurements. 25.5 centimeters in length, 16 centimeters in height. The base is 8 centimeters in depth. The strap drop is 24 centimeters in length when doubled up. As a single strap, the strap drop is 44 centimeters in length. So in terms of the story time of how I decided to buy this bag, I've been obsessed about puffy bags for a long time. I have been obsessed about the Chanel 19. I love the Valentino Roman stud, and I also love the YSL Papa, and I also love the Coach pillow tabby. But I had some financial goals this year, so I just trying to be good with my money. And you know, I've talked about being at Luxury Piece on my channel before, but it's not that I'm not going to shop anymore, because let's face it, I love shopping. I get a lot of joy from shopping, and I absolutely love handbags. So I was certainly going to explore contemporary brands, and I heard about Parisa Wang from Something Latte's channel, and then I also started following them on Instagram, and I've had a look at their bags, and I think their bags are very beautiful. Now, another contemporary brand that I've been so interested in is Plen. I think their bags are so beautiful, and you know, their bags have been taken apart by Tender Leather Sign and really well reviewed by him. So I have been extremely interested in Plen. However, you know, there are a number of reasons why I haven't bought Plen yet. I have talked about it in this video over here, so go ahead and check it out if you're interested. I've linked it in the description box below. But the other thing I realized was that Plen had a huge price increase recently, or early in the year, and I think they had gone, like, one of their bags had gone an extra $100 up, so from $500 and something to $600 and something US dollars. So I was like, okay, well, so I was a little bit discouraged by that. And I watched this other video as well talking about the Plen mini bucket bag. If I find that video, I'll put the thumbnail up here and link it in the description box below. And this YouTuber talked about how, with her budget and how she shops, she would like contemporary brand bags to be around $300, 300 USD, and that way they can be treated as like fun bags. But when their prices go a little bit higher, then it's starting to get into serious money and serious purchases already. So I was sort of feeling that way with Plen. I do feel that, you know, surely they're a contemporary brand. I understand that they have opened a new shop in New York City, and therefore, you know, I'm sure there's a lot of overhead costs with regards to that, and somehow they got to cover that cost. That was the other thing that pushed me towards looking at a different brand, and this was when I looked at Parisa Wang. With my financial goals, I was trying to spread out my purchases a little bit, but what eventually pushed me over to purchase this bag was I watched Hello Catwalk City's video about the two Parisa Wang bags that she was gifted, and at that time she also had a 12% discount code. And when I looked at the Parisa Wang website, Parisa Wang happened to have a 20% off for a limited time on some of the bags, this bag included. I just tested this bag at the checkout, and this was 20% off, plus I could stack Hello Catwalk City's discount code on that. I was worried about price increases, and I was worried that, you know, after Plen, you know, other contemporary brands could be potentially putting up their prices as well. So I decided just to go ahead and bite the bullet, and I bought this bag. In terms of how much I paid for this bag, this was $365.20 in Australian dollars. I also did a full review on the Coach Quilted Madison. Now, I bought that bag because I wanted a pillowy flat bag white with gold hardware, but in that video I talked about how it didn't work out for me because the chains were really uncomfortable. So I was looking for another bag to replace that bag. So here she is. Just to give you an idea of what fits, so this is my phone over here. This is the iPhone 13 mini, and in terms of the back pocket, that's how it compares. It fits into the back pocket really easily, vertically like so. And I like storing my phones vertically because it's easy to pull out if needed. But if I was going to lie it down, that would fit no problem as well. In terms of the inside of the bag and how it would look inside the bag, so there'll be it over there. And if you're curious if it's going to fit in that slip pocket over there, no, it doesn't quite fit. Now this lock I actually absolutely love. So usually people will say things like, oh, you know, when the bag's really soft, it's actually really difficult to get the lock to lock in. But I find it really easy. You just sort of shove it in and it's done. There you go. So yeah, 10 out of 10 for this clasp. So when I first received the bag, to be honest, I was really happy with the bag in terms of the quality, and I love the look and I love the softness of it. And then I did decide to go ahead and double check the measurements, and that's when I found out it was wrong. I did contact Parisa Wang customer service to say, can you help me out here? Is there something else that we can do? Because essentially the measurements are wrong. I was still in two minds about whether I was going to keep the bag, and I wanted to see what they were going to suggest. Now that I see that they've just gone ahead and corrected the measurements on the website without contacting me, I have to express that I am somewhat disappointed. In any case, sure, I'm filming this video now. By the time I edit, some time would have lapsed. Based on my publishing schedule at the moment, I'm pretty sure that this video is going to go up 3 to 4 weeks after I film. So if in that time period, Parisa Wang gets back to me to come up with a fair solution, I will jump in and put in an edit here to give you an update. If they haven't, I'm just going to continue talking here. And I guess it would be very disappointing if really by that time this video comes up and you're watching it, I haven't gotten a response from them. In any case, what I'll do is I will tag them, and if they watch the video, hopefully I'll get some sort of response. But I think you need to be aware that maybe some of the measurements are off, and whether you want to contact customer service to make sure that they check the bag measurements, or you want to watch lots of YouTube videos before you go ahead and commit to buying a bag. To be honest, I feel this bag fits my purpose. I tried fitting all my essentials in it and it does fit. So on some level, I do want to keep the bag, but I do expect more from customer service when an error like this has occurred. So I'm a little bit confused. Like, I love the bag, but I don't appreciate that there was this sizing error. And I don't appreciate that there wasn't that feedback from Parisa Wang customer service. Leave me a comment. What do you think an appropriate expectation would be from this sort of issue? If you ask me, I think it would be awesome if Parisa Wang can gift me another one of these bags and I can do a giveaway for you guys. How about that, huh? Right now I'm going to overlay some mod shots. I'm 152 centimeters in height, or 5 foot. I think the proportions look really good. I will say that the strap drop is shorter compared to a lot of my other bags, but that's how I like my bags. If you like this video, please give me a like, certainly subscribe and turn on notifications because I would love to have you back for more videos. If you're thinking of another pillowy bag and you're curious about the Coach Quilted Medicine, go ahead and click on the video on screen.